That's not the way I want to go. So yeah, this is our getaway vehicle. But our plan is to just fight the zombies out here. Yeah, I remember there was things you could do, like I think it was if you got increased duration, how often you revved it up wasn't as often, which was nice. Like, it was never a bad skill. Like, there was just a lot of skills where it was like, run, stop, run, stop, run, stop, run, stop, that get kind of annoying, which is fine. Like, I mean, most attack skills are like that. Like, cast and spell. But, it was one of those things that a lot of builds I started going to, I used, cast while channeling. Just because I don't have to. Yes, they are, Tower. They're, right there. Oh, I'm sorry, no, they're right there. So right next to us. We have a helicopter coming, so we're not worrying about that. We are just planning and killing as many zombies as we can before we get overrun, and then we're gonna leave. Or I will almost get myself bitten by whiffing with a shovel, not a shovel, right at the get-go. That would be a pretty depressing way of starting this whole thing. Yep, we haven't cleared the trailer park. We were just arriving in the area when the helicopter decided it was time. So, this is going to help us clear, is the plan, at least. But I do fully expect to get overrun and pushed out. That is 100% my expectation right now. But I just want to kill as many as we can before that happens. Katana. Katana. Whoop, nope, nope, nope. That was bold of me to turn around and try and sneak around for that katana. There is a katana in that crowd. Middle back. I want... Why can I not has katana? Why you do this game? That's sketchy. Should not be going between those trees. Hey, yo-yo. This is not a smart thing I am doing right now. This is what we call poor decision making. There's a lot of poor decision making. All of this is poor decision making. Alright, if you all would stop coming from literally every direction and come from more like one direction, that would be... Oh my god. So we'll be returning for that katana at a later date, because this is not going to be a thing we can do any zombie killing in. Are you done, helicopter? This is a 2-passer. Normally I welcome extra passes. This is one of those cases where I'm like, no, two's playing, we're good. You got your tour. Still hear it. Think it's a 3-passer. This is bad news. Because it's getting dark. Okay, I'll be more than happy to answer a question when I'm not in this situation. Ooh, this is bad. Okay, we're fine. Almost didn't see that one. Okay, none of this is fun. I mean, it is fun, but none of this is okay. This is a lot of bad decisions culminating into one big bad decision. Many of which I know better than to do, but, you know, we're here now. Oh, don't push me this way. This way is escape. I don't want to block up escape. Ooh, oh, this is terrible. Alright, well, we did turn off the engine of that vehicle. I think we're walking home tonight. Stop with closing on both sides again and again and again. Alright, well, station wagon's staying there. So, guess we're not going to worry about that. The helicopter event does not spawn these into the map or anything. We hadn't cleared that area, like, we just showed up. So I expected to be overrun, but, like, the fact that they're coming from all sides, I was like, oh, right, we didn't really clear out the forest, did we? And it is the shame that, like, the katana's just not obviously right there, because that would be nice. Alright, I do think the helicopter is gone. But we are sleepy and all that, so all of this is no good. I kind of hoped to be able to sneak into that front building and do stuff there, but that is looking like it's a solid not happening. Anyways, Tara, you did have a question, right? Because I think we're out of immediate danger at this point. Sure thing. And I am fighting any temptation because it was like, oh, you know, I could turn around and try and sneak into that place. I'm like, all right, let's be real. There's going to be like 100, if not more, zombies right there. Can we see through there? Or is that just trees? Yeah, it's just trees. Because we could see through there and cut across to the... Hey! Quit it. Oh, that was a corpse we were walking up on. Well, this is unfortunate. I kind of regret towing the other car home because we could have just driven that in that case. Oh, hell, I don't want to walk this far. Let's start working on these zombies. It's a mistake, but I don't want to walk this far. It's just so far. Tower says they're having an issue towing vehicles. I've read everything I can find and no solution. I know about the vehicle weight horsepower when towing, and that towing on anything other than road suck. But anytime I tow, I can barely move the car. At top speed, I get to like 15 miles per hour. I've been towing cars home in reverse because it seems to be way more faster. Any ideas? So towing does just suck in the game, if we're being entirely real. And while you can certainly definitely get like, okay, the more horsepower I have, the better we are. The thing is just like sometimes when you're towing stuff, you just have no choice but to only go for like 10, 15. Because what happens is once your car kicks into second gear, you know, the amount... Like, you have a lot of cars that seems like the towing's going great, you'll get into second gear and then suddenly it sucks. I've had that plenty of times. Yeah, you can also make sure both vehicles' tires are all inflated. That'll help. But towing is not great in the game, in my opinion. If you take Sunday Driver, that'll also make it way worse. Yeah, part of the reason we went ahead and bailed when we saw the zombies is they were forcing me down into an area where there's trees all around. There wasn't really a good place to fight. We were having zombies come from kind of all sides. So it just didn't get us in a position where we could really even fight the zombies. Yeah, towing is weird in this game at the moment. Like, there's a lot of times with cars, it's like, okay, let's be real, this car should have zero problem towing another car in neutral. Like, that just shouldn't be a concern at all. And then you can, like, barely move it. Yep, vans be real rough. So far, I've had the most luck towing with the truck as well as the station wagon. Okay, and as you saw, when that zombie got knocked down, I immediately ran over and stood on it. That way I was fighting one-on-one, and I have to worry about like juggling a bunch of zombies all over the place. I just isolated the target, killed the target. Yeah, that is one of those things when it comes to towing. Just one also thing just to keep in mind is towing in this game is kind of a hot mess at times. So just beware. Sometimes you just have to fight with a car that just does not want to tow fast. Again. Part of me is hoping that we'll just be able to fight up till we see the katana, because once I have the katana, I can probably just slice and dice my way to some place we can sleep. Because unfortunately that wreck we passed, I can't sleep in it, because it is a wreck, so I can't physically get in the vehicle. Which is a real shame. Because I would totally try and sleep in that car. Not that that's the right decision, because I could get myself trapped in that car if I do that. But I just really don't want to walk all the way back to Ekron from one of my other vehicles, because Ekron is a long way away. I mean, I guess technically I could only have to walk the resort, but I have to walk the whole way around because trying to cut through the forest in the dark is basically suicide. So I'm part hoping that even if this doesn't work out, we get to at least the point where it's daytime and I can just cut through the trees and maybe get into one of the places in the country club we cleared and just sleep there real fast. The sleep's really the only problem we got going on right now is we just getting tired and soon our visibility's more like going to go down and our stamina recovery's going to go down and all that garbage. I haven't actually had much of any luck getting vans. Just, for whatever reason, or not vans, ambulances. Like, for whatever reason, every time I see an ambulance, it's almost always a wreck. Yeah, where I was saying I made a bunch of mistakes. The first mistake was taking a helicopter into a place I knew had a high zombie pop. Or I should say, well, yeah, it is a high zombie pop. It's not high for, like, the map. It's just high in general because of that 16 inch pop. So there's a lot of zombies, and I deliberately took the helicopter there with going, yeah, we'll just clear this. The second mistake I had was doing that when I didn't have the weapons to even remotely be able to do that. Like, I didn't have a katana, I don't have a machete, I don't have, like, a shotgun ready. Like, nothing that can clear zombies at a pretty respectable speed. The third mistake is I did that when we were still, like, didn't have really enough to stave off being sleepy. So, like, that's another thing I did wrong. Another thing I did was that where I was trying to do the loop around, I kept crossing over my same path, which is putting us into more and more precarious and dangerous situations. I probably would have been better served if I just actually cut over to where the warehouse and the factory was. Because I have a giant parking lot there that I could have just circled around for a while till, you know, things settled. So we were misplaying pretty much all of that, about as much as we could without dying. Like, right now, even what I'm doing now is probably a mistake, because, you know, we're getting sleepy, gonna hit moderate exhaustion because we're getting sleepy soon. But I'm still fighting because I'm being stubborn. Mostly because I actually just don't want to walk. That's, like, literally the reason I'm doing this versus taking the safer option. I just don't want to do a long walk. The long walk is probably the much safer and much more reasonable approach. But I'm stubborn, and I don't wanna. So these are all mistakes I'm currently actively making in this moment that are potentially going to get us killed. Because this is the kind of behavior that absolutely is what gets you killed. Because then you end up getting a situation where you can't get away from the zombies particularly fast, and you're already fatigued, you're already sleepy, and your problems just kind of compound on themselves until you get killed. And part of me is still just hoping we see that katana, we nab it, and then just all this becomes easy street because it's the katana. I said I am kind of waiting that if things continue to go this way. I can just wait till it's like 5, because that's when the light comes or starts brightening up again. And take our chances, duck into the woods to the country club, finding just some place you can sleep. Doing that, and then come back this way to clear more. And just as a reminder, I do keep a filter on OBS that makes things about 25% brighter for all of you than it is for me. So when I say nighttime is kind of dark and scary, it is legit dark and scary. It's just for me personally, I feel like night and being dark and hard to see is a mechanic intended for the game, considering you have an entire perk dedicated around to helping with it. But I also know it makes for a terrible viewer experience if it's too dark. So that was kind of the way I dealt with that. Miss, that's mine. Please give it back. Should have backed it a long time ago. I'm thinking it is bright enough. I am going to take my chances, cutting through the woods here, seeing if we can't find some place to get ourselves some sleep. We still have ways to clear before we're back to where the vehicle is, or when we know we can sleep up here. Not looking for anything fancy. It can be a bar stool in the corner of a room. We are not picky. It is a zombie apocalypse. Okay. This is legit gonna be sketch. The only good news I have going for me is I have made a hell of a lot of noise, and there was a helicopter, so there is a good chance the zombies that would have been out here may have already come out. That said, I don't want to count on it, because this is all awful. I am more prepared to run than fight, because the idea is if I get cut off and I run, we'll push the zombie out of the way. Hey, there's a path here. Path? Where you go? I don't think you're going the way I want you to go. No, you're not. Okay, we cut through the trees more. This is a bad idea. Like, I instinctively just want to run it, but if I do run it, oh, this is terrible. We're gonna make lots of noise. We'll get the zombies a little bit more notice in advance that we're coming. Alright, path cuts this way. This is actually in the direction we want to go, so I'll follow it. I'm basically depending on the fact that we have actually made tons of noise and probably cleared the zombies in the area. Oh, big open fields. I like big open fields. Another one right over there. So there's a stadium. We just want to find the very first building. So that's a barn. That barn's going to have no doors. These barns have no doors. Did the big building in the back have doors? I think it did. I don't think it has a chair or anything, but I could definitely grab a chair and just drag it over there and plunk it down. Oh, hey, zombie. How's it going? Figured there'd be a couple of stragglers around here somewhere. Back. Let's deal with you as well. I know we're tired, but this area we have officially determined as cleared, so we gotta keep it that way. Yeah, so this building is completely compromised, unusable for sleeping. I'm hoping this building over here is an option. I don't remember its layout beyond it's a giant open room. But, assuming there's no destroyed doors or anything... then I should be able to just plop down a chair and have a sleep in there. Alright, let's close the door in the back. Make sure there's no open doors here anywhere. Okay, we've got an open door way down here, so I do need to close that. Then we'll circle around, make sure there's no openings anywhere else. There are chairs in this room already. Cool, so I can just sit back in those, I'm assuming, judges' chairs and just take a nap there. Because we are getting very, very, very sleepy. Please tell me that's just not open. No, we can't sleep in there. Can't sleep in there. Alright, well that's all bust. The reason we can't sleep in there, like, technically I could just sit in a chair and take my chances. But if a zombie happens to walk by that opening and go, oh, there's a nummy snack laying in the back there, then we die. And all of this run goes with it. So we're going to check this building. We did not clear this building of zombies, though, which I'm now regretting. I think we made a bunch of noise to see if anything would come out. We didn't see anything inside, but we didn't, like, go room to room. Because that's the way we've been handling most of this run, is we don't go room to room of every building. We just make tons of noise, roll on through, do it a bunch of times till stuff stops showing up. And then we consider it clear. Come on, give me a door that's open so I don't have to go busting windows. Oh, we got some side windows I can go in. I was waiting for it to have a house alarm. Like, so much I was waiting for it to have a house alarm. Okay, this is a room we can sleep in well enough. So we have all that nice, wonderful furniture out there. It looks so comfortable. I'm just going to go right over here and say, you couch, you're coming with me. Stop it. I don't do burns. We instantly woke up. Come on, go to sleep. Come on. There's a zombie somewhere in the building is making too much noise, so he cannot sleep. Don't make me search the zombie so I can sleep. I just want a nap. I think it's upstairs. Hey, zombie. Can we sleep now?